All right, this is question 1b from the 2017 NCEA External for Algebra. Now we've got an expression on the top. I'm actually recognizing the top bit as actually a difference of two squares. And I'll show you what I mean. So if I've got 2x squared minus 50, and I take the 2 outside the bracket, that becomes, I'll write the whole thing out actually, which is 9x squared minus 39 minus 30. So I'll really do both things at once, but you'll kind of, I think, see the way this is panning out. So first of all, I'm going to put the 2 outside the brackets. So it's what times x squared makes 2x squared is going to be an x squared. Sorry, what did I say right? What times 2 makes 2x squared? That's better. And what times 2 makes negative 50? It's going to be a negative 25. So now when I come to tease this out, it's going to be x plus 5, x minus 5, difference of two squares. But underneath here, we've got something slightly different. I'm noticing I can divide everything here by 3. So I put a 3 here. And when I go ahead and do that, I'm going to have what times 3 makes 9x squared is going to be 3x squared, because 3 3s are 9. And what times 3 makes negative 39? Well, that would be negative 13, yeah? Negative 13, here it is. And what times 3 makes negative 30 would be negative 10. All right. Now, let's see what we've got. So the top line we said we're already going to have 2, and we're going to x plus 5, x minus 5. Now, this one here, though, we're going to factorize by division. So I'm going to say, what's 3 times 10? Little sidebar over here. Well, 3 times 10 is 30. And factors of 30 are 1 and 30, 2 and 15, and 6 and 5, and so on. But what we're wanting is something that's going to add or subtract to 13. That's why we've got to be a little bit careful. Now, oh, by the way, we've also got 3 and 10, yeah? Now, question is, if I'm subtracting stuff from each other, and by the way, if I look at this here, I can tell certain things about it. I'm going to have 2 factors. Signs are going to be different, that one tells me. So I'm going to I'll put a 3x here and a 3x here. Signs are different, so I've got a plus and a minus. There they are. Now, the signs are also going to be different, and the biggest one is going to be negative. So I've got to be careful here, because a 3 and a negative 3 and a negative 10 make negative 13. But not if I'm subtracting them. Nothing where I got a 3 minus a 10 or 10 minus a 3 makes negative 13. But I could take a 2 minus a 15 or a 15 minus a 2, and I'm going to end up with a 13 of some sort. So what this tells me, signs are different. The biggest one is negative. 15 is the biggest one. There it is. And I'll put the 2 over here. Now, as I'm looking at these, I'm thinking, okay, what do I see that is common to this? Oh, wait, I've got 3 times 10, and I've gone ahead and done something a bit weird here. So I've got, right, so next thing I've got to do is I've got to divide this out. So I can't divide this by anything, but I can divide this by something. In fact, I can divide that by a 3. Sorry, I was just thinking, what weird have I done? Okay, I can see what I've done. I need to divide this by 3. The moment I do, it all pops out. So I've got 2x plus 5 on the top. There it is. X minus 5 on the top. And now, on the bottom, 3 goes 3x plus 2. And then I've got 3 goes into 3x x times, and 3 goes into negative 15 negative 5 times. Oops. And I made a mistake there. All the time I make little tiny mistakes, mainly because I'm rushing and I'm not really thinking, using my brain. But if I stop long enough to actually think, I notice I've got these little things creeping in. I've got to be very careful as I move from one line to the next that I don't carry forward a mistake that I've made just because I'm rushing. Now, in an exam, and this is after all an exam, the tendency is to rush. You've only got a limited amount of time. Time is your enemy. If you had unlimited time, you'd probably get 100%. But you don't. So this is where time management is going to come in a big way. So I got x minus 5, x minus 5. Well, x minus 5 divided by x minus 5 is 1, leaving me with all of this here. So I'm very tempted. I could just leave it like that, But the original one was expanded here. This is expanded. It was not factorized. So I'm going to leave it in an expanded form. So I'm going to say 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 5 is 10, all over 3 times 3x is 9x, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now, we really can't do anything else with it. We could have left it in this form here, and both would be equally correct, but I'm going to leave it in expanded form because the question was posed in expanded form. And that's how I would approach that problem there. Hopefully that makes sense.